What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Reviews and Brews podcast. I'm Damage, and today we got a special guest, YV Dean, joining us today. And Zenodro should be joining us at some time
Momentarily.
soon. Yeah,
Sure.
he should be joining momentarily for sure.
Oh shit.
So, Dean, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Well,
First off, what are you drinking? That's it.
Oh shit. Okay, hold up. You can't even see it. Miller High Life.
Okay. Miller High Life. I'm drinking
you
Budweiser right now, and then
Nice.
I made me a nice drink because I'm almost done with this anyway.
Sure. I'm about to go get that Crown Royal Apple and start taking.
I'm drinking Henny right now.
Uh-oh. He's on that sauce again.
That's so yeah, tell the people about yourself, where you're from, what you're up to these days, shit like that.
Well, shit, bro. These days I've been just working. I got these new songs that are coming out, man. I've been dropping a lot. I dropped 2 times this month. 2 times this month.
You dropped twice this year, didn't you? You dropped Peace and
far.
No Problems so far. Yeah.
Right. Yup. And then there's a new song coming out called The Light, which I sent you. I don't know if you got it or not.
You did.
So that'll be coming out on the 27th. And yeah, man, trying to fucking stay alive out here. I'm just just an organism trying to survive.
So listening to Peace and No Problems, they both sound as if they could be part of the same project. Do you plan on putting them on the same project at some point or no?
Maybe. I don't know, man. Lando's been telling me about projects. I need to get a project done, but honestly, I just like the singles right now, bro. Maybe.
I mean, what is a project though? What is a project?
Right.
A project is made up of singles and some unreleased shit too. That's really all a project is. So, I mean, depending on how much you want in the project, you already have 2 songs for a potential project anyway.
Right. Yeah, and I probably have. I mean, I got a few songs in the vault, so it's like if I wanted to, I could put something out like that. But it's just, I've been just trying to maybe build my discography because the stuff that I had on my Spotify is really old. So,
yeah,
and it's not really my sound anymore. It's more maybe some more fast rap type stuff, that I don't necessarily fuck with anymore, I guess. So it's probably got to go.
Okay. I mean, I only said it because, like I said, it seemed like Peace and No Problems can tie into a project with a story, just because the way they sound is so similar in terms of like musicality.
Right. Yeah, and that's probably because those 2 beats were made by the same dude. So it's them guitar beats, and I'm pretty sure after I got I was working on those songs at the same time, I think. So it might be that, just the way I'm flowing and stuff like that. I could definitely see that.
No Problems low key sounded like a Coldplay song from the intro.
Oh yeah. Been up all night. Yeah, I've been up all day. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I can see that too.
That's what's up though. I mean, yeah, especially like being fairly new, it's good to build your discography. And I mean, you do have a bunch of shit out where you're featured on some shit too. So, like, you do have those songs out as well, like the Studio 4 projects, a bunch of features you've done and stuff like that.
Right, bro. I honestly always forget about that stuff. I have a lot of music out through 814 and just features and stuff like that. But if you want to cop a YV Dean feature, fucking go to the 814 website, hook it up, and it's only $10, bro. Come on.
Oh, that's a steal. That's a steal.
Honestly, I'm pushing 3K monthly listeners right now, so it's like it should probably be like when I first started making music, I was like, every 1,000 listeners, I'll just make it like $10 more. So like really
Okay.
it should be maybe at like $30, but fuck it. Not a lot of people buy the features right now anyway, so maybe just at low price it'll bring more
Listen,
traffic to it.
before he blows up, get your YV Dean features at $10. $10 a verse. I'm saying, like, he does verses, hooks, he does whatever you need. He got you.
Bro, what's that song called that you just put out?
I just put out. It's been out for like it just hit a month a few days ago. Called About You.
Really? That's been a month already. That's been out.
That's been a month. Yeah.
God
I'm at,
damn.
2K streams so far on that shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro. What was that? What was that song called?
Which one? The snippet I just put out, or the song that I just released last month?
That came out a month ago.
About You.
Right.
Yeah.
That gives me like A Boogie vibes, bro.
I can see that for sure. I've been getting a lot of early 2000s vibes as well from people too. Like is that
kind of the lane you were trying to go in when you were writing that, or what was
Yeah, so I mean I'm really influenced by like Usher mostly. Like especially his thousands R&B hits. 701 was top notch for me. So that's definitely the influence. And then I was on a bunch of other songs that ultimately be on the project together. And Zenodra just joined in.
He did. Here he is. No way.
And welcome all late and wrong to the function. Zenodro, everyone. Give him a round of applause.
Hey.
Wait, what did you say? I don't even hear you. Can you hear me though?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. What were you saying?
Yep.
No, we were welcoming you to the party late and wrong. And he's drinking Corona, guys. He has a drink today too. Another round of applause for Zenodro.
Let's go.
And we've been off. Bro, I know.
I was gonna ask you, DMG, about the Usher. Usher has a song called Dynamite. I'm sure you've heard it. Oh wait, yeah. That's Teo Cruz. That's Teo
Cruz. Yeah.
Oh my fucking god, I'm
an idiot.
Wow. Anyways, wait.
Black people. He's confusing black people. He's gonna get
Teo Cruz.
Fuck. But anyways, there's a Minecraft parody to that song called "Don't Mine at Night." Wait, Don't Mine at Night. What's that a parody of? That's not even the fucking song that I'm thinking of. I know you're feeling kind of brave, but don't go into that cave.
I don't know that song. I feel like
don't mind
the song you were talking about.
Oh my god!
Is that a Katy Perry song? I feel like
yes.
Like Katy Perry.
Yes.
Oh, it's Friday night. It's Friday night.
Last Friday night. Na.
What the fuck? Yes, Jesus, man, that's right. Fuck.
We figured it out. We figured it out. It's all good.
Oh, fuck. It's a good one, man. I was addicted to those Minecraft parodies when they came out, like 2010. Shit.
I never was in the Minecraft. I never got into that.
I had addiction, bro.
Honestly, didn't get into Roblox until maybe like a month ago when Lando was like, "Oh, like I'm rebuilding my fucking game on Roblox. You should play it real quick." So I was like, "All right, download Roblox real quick."
Bros never played Roblox. What you played Minecraft though, right? Like,
yeah, I dabbled in it like a little bit. Like I never like really got into it. Like people, like my brothers were into that shit.
How much older are you guys than me?
I identify as 21. So
okay, right? That's fair. Fucking probably that. I was 9 years old when Minecraft came out, so that was the audience they were pitching it to. So I was like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think I got about maybe 8 or 9 years on Dean.
Oh. Yeah. 2010, you were fucking graduated. Holy shit. No, that's not right. But
I mean, graduating high school, yeah. 2010, 2011 time, yeah.
Damn, bro, I was in fucking like 5th grade. No, I was 9 years old, so I don't even know what grade that is. But now that I think about it, bringing up those parodies, my first concert, I don't know if you know who Weird Al Yankovic is.
Yes. They just put that movie out on Roku. The spoof of it with Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Did you watch that? Did you guys watch that movie?
I did watch it.
I heard it was really good.
It was pretty good. It wasn't serious. That's what it was. It wasn't a serious movie. That's why it was good.
I heard it did well too, like, you know, for what it was.
It like was weird. There was a lot of things they put in there that was like they like added this detail where he was dating Madonna, which never actually happened. So that was super weird. But I mean, it has all the hits and stuff. But I mean, parodies is probably why I fell in love with music, bro. Shit just made me laugh so hard. So I would just look up on YouTube like One Direction parodies or like Katy Perry parodies and stuff like that. And
are you a Lil Dicky fan? I know he does comedy rap, so like that falls into the same boat.
Definitely, man. Lil low dick and a back in the bitch.
Did you watch Dave?
I haven't. Okay. I haven't seen that show, but I've heard it was really good.
Yeah, it was.
I've only watched the
season.
What was that, Zenodro?
I've only watched a few episodes of like the first season, and then I was like, then I kind of just stopped. But it's a good show, like from what I saw. I may get back into it. I'm just in my anime world right now.
I watched the first season, and then I didn't watch the second, and the third is out now. But now I'm starting the second season of Dave.
I had this. Okay, so here's a story. I almost got into anime. There's still a chance that I like it. I was at the bar. This was like a couple weeks ago. And I just start talking to this girl. And I asked her to come over and play ping pong. I was like, bro, just come over. We'll hang out, play ping pong in the basement. She was like, okay. And I was like, I am smashing hunted. So we go, we're hanging out. We go home. And we're playing pong. And then she's like, let's go upstairs. And I was like, no, she asked me where my room was. And I was like, okay, bet. So we make the fucking way, bro. Longest walk of my life. I was like, damn, get in the room. She's like, do you have Netflix? I'm like, yeah. She's like, can you turn on Hunter x Hunter? I was
what? She has good taste. I'll say that.
She has very good taste. It's like
I was like, okay. I was like, okay. And then we're watching it, and we got through like 2 episodes, and then she's like, have you ever heard of a show called Demon Slayer? I was like, no. She's like, okay, turn that on. And this show is fucking rad.
It is.
Oh yeah, Demon Slayer is like amazing. Yeah.
And you'd like Hunter x Hunter. It's just it starts off super slow the first few episodes. Like
that's what she was saying. She's like, this probably isn't the best one, because she asked me if I watch anime, and I was like, no, not really. She was like, okay, then we should probably watch this one instead, because I mean that Demon Slayer show, that shit starts off, people are fucking dead, bro. Like
you know who hates Demon Slayer? Overdrive.
Ooh. Wow.
Wait, why does he hate Demon Slayer?
He isn't like an anime person because of like the weird noises that they make when they're fighting and whatnot.
Yeah,
he can't deal with that.
Yeah.
I did, however, get him into one because I knew it didn't have any of that, and it was a pretty good story.
That's funny. So specific.
Which one?
I never watched that. No, so with anime, right? What you got to understand, Dean, is that so you got to go in, like people like say, like when they're like, oh, what anime should you recommend to like a beginner, right? Like someone who's never watched one. And then people will always like say stuff like One Piece, Naruto, right? Dragon Ball Z. Those are like terrible, like beginner ones because let me tell you why.
Mostly One Piece.
Okay,
sure.
Shut the fuck up. It's really because they're so long that you can't get into. One Piece is right now at like 1,065 episodes, still going.
Holy
It's
fuck.
yeah, exactly. There's a lot of filler, meaning that so like what they do is that they make the manga, which is like the comic book, right?
Yeah.
And then they take the manga and then make it into the cartoon, the anime, right? So what filler is like if the manga is going too slow but the anime is catching up, the anime will add filler, which means like stories that are not part of the manga to kind of give the manga time to like go forward. You know what I mean? You know?
So
So One Piece has a
at
lot
the,
of that.
At the same time that they're putting out the episodes, they're still writing the comics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or all the comics have already been out and they're just trying to like slow it down. And actually, for a show, you need to make the pacing different, obviously. So
I feel like nowadays
I get that.
I feel like back then they were already had shit written out, and then they were putting out episodes just because it took a while for anime to become a mainstream thing that it is in the US now. But like nowadays, now that anime is popular, they're writing and producing the anime at the same time. So like they'll finish like an arc, which is like a chapter in the manga, and then start putting out episodes for the anime.
Who's that?
That's Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. So
Oh,
yeah. So like, yeah. So what I say, and there's a lot of people that I was like watching like TikToks and stuff about them saying like, oh, what do you recommend? Like when you like starting into anime, what should you get into, right? And then it was like, you picked up one of the best ones to start with, because the great thing about Demon Slayer is that the manga, right, the comic is already done, so they get right into the action. There's no filler, right? Every like piece of dialogue, every piece of film that you see is important to the story, and it goes by quickly. And it's like American media where it's like, what is it, like every season is like 13 episodes, right? Like a season
like
for
that.
like yeah. So like a season for Hunter x Hunter or One Piece or Naruto, Dragon Ball Z is literally like 55 to 60 episodes long on average, I would say, right? Maybe One Piece a little longer.
I mean, I wouldn't even say 50 at times. So, I mean, I think more new school anime, they'll give you between 12 to 20 episodes per season.
Yeah, that's why. So if you want, the number one I recommend, even before Demon Slayer, is Attack on Titan. So I was watching that with my me and my ex were watching.
He's saying no up top.
No, I would not recommend Attack on Titan.
I was watching that with my ex, and she was into it.
As the first anime.
Yeah, she's very like girly girl. Like she don't like her fucking YouTube channel's about like fucking like Gucci bags and shit. Like she's very girly girl. So to get her to like that was like a feat in itself. So
it's just Attack on Titan is a pretty political anime.
Oh, what do you mean?
It has this action. Like a lot of it deals with like the corruption or like the sneaky shit done behind the scenes or that you don't know about characters.
Like Game of Thrones in a way, like the political part of Game of Thrones. Like if you ever watch Game of Thrones, it's kind of, I see where he's coming from with that, but it's definitely like if you like those type of things, that's why it's more. It's a very sci-fi elements, but it is grounded in reality, which goes back to what Overdrive says, right? Like he doesn't like that, those yelling and stuff because it's like too cartoony and it doesn't make sense. Like what you need is to find an anime that's most grounded into reality.
He could have done Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That would have been a good.
Nah, that's too long. That's long too.
It's long. What long?
I wouldn't recommend that one. No, it's too long.
What about My Hero Academia?
Yeah, that one's long too. You could try it.
That's what I'm saying. It's long, but it grabs your attention enough for you to not mind how long it is.
You could try it. You could tell us, Dean. Like, I definitely recommend it. Like I wasn't into anime like that until I was like, older, I think, and people have that they misconstrue like anime, like cartoons for Americans, like the animation, right? I think it's more like the best way to describe it is like if you watch, right? This is like the analogy is not going to be super great, but it's the closest I could get to. Don't compare anime to like, even though Pokemon's anime, that's directed towards children, right? Anime in like Japan is directed more towards teenagers and adults, right? As you saw in Demon Slayer, it's so fucking bloody. It's more bloodier than most of the shit that you'll see.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's directed towards adults, and so like Pokemon's directed towards children, of course.
However, Avatar: The Last Airbender can stand with some of the best anime.
Yes,
Is Avatar anime?
No. I wouldn't call it anime.
It depends. It depends on how you, because anime is usually made by Japanese people, right? Avatar was made by Americans, but it was clearly inspired by Japanese people.
Right. The illustrations and the drawing style, it all leads back to that sort of comic book-esque style of writing.
Exactly. Yeah. But like my last point was just gonna say like,
and it also
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say
bring
that
up
like
Marvel next. So you better get your point out, boy.
I was just gonna say the analogy was like, like how like people say like South Park, Family Guy, Simpsons, maybe Simpsons a little less, but definitely Family Guy, American Dad, and like South Park is directed towards adults, really. Especially South Park, right? Think of it more like that. You know what I mean? Like, yes, they're cartoons, but they're definitely directed towards adults. And like South Park will get into like issues about like current events and shit. You know what I mean? And that's what people got to understand, because then people like say like when they think of cartoons, right? Like they think of anime, they're like, what is it, like the fucking Care Bears, bro? Like you're watching like little kids Saturday morning cartoons, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like Adventure Time, bro. Well, don't hate on Adventure Time though. Adventure Time's amazing.
Right.
But but shit like that. That's what they think. And that's what people got to understand. It's like not like that. You know what I mean? It's literally directed towards adults. They curse, they say fuck, they say shit, all of that shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's my point. You know what I mean? But it's like a thing. It's like a cultural thing, because it's so ingrained in American culture that we see cartoons that we think of children. So we think anime, oh, it's meant for children. It's a cultural thing.
If they only knew how perverted anime really is.
Yeah. Yeah. But it changes over time, right? Like, once like we're, in the age of like, people are a bit more accepting of it, in 20 years, it'll be more of a mainstay in American culture. So,
I mean, I think it's already solidified itself as a mainstay American culture.
Oh, it's definitely
close.
Audience.
I feel close. No, not close. It's already in video. It's in video games, bro. There's skins every fucking game.
No, but look, Dean even doesn't even like. I'm not like trying to like put you in a corner, Dean. I'm just saying, Dean's not the only person that thinks that. It's still like, oh, it's cartoons or stuff like that, and doesn't watch. You know what I mean? So like, there's a lot of other people. If Dean thinks, if we're just talking to Dean, right, and there's a bunch of other people that think like that as well. I'm talking about like a mainstay. Like everybody like is literally. I'm talking about like to the point where it's like, like when you're young and in American culture, you at least like try out for like a peewee like baseball team or some shit. Like it's so ingrained. That's what I mean by ingrained into culture. That's what I mean.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
you're more progressive. You're thinking in a progressive way, which is good. Yes, I see where you're going with, Dan.
No. I'm saying that you can go up to 10 kids in 3rd grade right now and say, do you know My Hero Academia? And they'll say yes. 10 random kids at that. All of them will say they know My Hero Academia.
I dare you to go.
I dare you to go into that elementary school, man. and you go into the classroom.
No, make it better.
Pay attention.
Just walk in and say,
"Pay attention." Just have a gun with you. No, they won't care. Why?
No,
Would they care?
Dan, just wear a trench coat and go during recess.
just stand at the fence like, hey, do you watch My Hero Academia?
At the fence, bro. They're on recess. Get away from there.
I just imagine Dan with a trench coat and one of those bowler hats,
looking like the fucking can,
like a bowler hat, just coming on. He's like, "Hey, kid, you like candy?"
Rolls down the window.
How about My Hero Academia?
Rolls down the window in his white man.
You like anime?
Come here. I got a question for you. Oh my fucking god, man! I'm trying to hunt down a Charizard over here on Pokemon Go. Can you help me over here?
This is it. We definitely got to make a reel of this.
God, that's funny, man. Yeah, I mean, no, but what I was gonna say about Marvel, it's kind of like Marvel Comics. The fucking books did all the work for them. I mean, the whole universe is based off of Stan Lee comic books, so and they're really starting to get more adult, as there's the new Deadpool movie, or even the 2016 Deadpool movie. I'm pretty sure that was the first Marvel movie to say fucking it,
Yeah.
Probably. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, that was the first.
I think that was rated R too. I think that was the first rated R movie, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's rated R for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. The first
There's
rated R
movie.
All right, so it's weird because all right, so Blade is the first rated R Marvel movie, but that was owned by a different company. Deadpool wasn't bought by Disney Marvel until after the acquisition by Fox and Disney, right? So Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2 came out. Yeah, Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2 came out before Disney bought Fox and acquired them. And Fox was the one who made Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2. Deadpool 3 is going to be the first R-rated MCU, right, movie. Oh. The first time that the F word was said was actually for an MCU movie. For Deadpool, that doesn't count. If you want to count for a Marvel movie, probably you're right. Yeah, you're right, Dean. But for an MCU movie, it's actually Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which I haven't seen, so don't ruin it. I just started after.
So I shouldn't tell you how Peter and Gamora. Never mind, I ain't gonna get that.
After I talked to Dean, I renewed. Last time I talked with you, Dean, I renewed my Disney Plus, and I saw Ant-Man 3. And for the people hated on it too much. There was one part that I really hated.
No, Ant-Man 3 was trash. It was. Trash.
I didn't really.
Oh no! He went to the quantum realm.
Ant-Man 3 was complete and utter trash.
It wasn't that as much trash as you think, Dan. You also loved Doctor Strange too.
I enjoyed Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is so fucking boring. Absolutely so fucking boring.
Thank you. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Yeah, Dan. Shut the fuck up. Dude. Doctor Strange is not a great superhero. He just is so boring. Only thing that makes him good is the people around him.
Purposes.
Listen.
Okay. Wait.
He may be a boring superhero, but
Zenodro, did I talk to you on the podcast about the DC movie that was coming out called Blue Beetle?
Yes, you did.
Okay, Dan, there's this new movie coming out and called Blue Beetle, and it's probably gonna fucking flop. They're wasting their time.
I was telling Dan that, when Black Panther came out, Dan went out in all full. I don't know if you know this, Dean, in full African garb.
Yes, sir. I did for the culture.
Yeah,
wait, it wasn't full African garb.
He went.
I just threw on my dashiki. That's it.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna go out with a full poncho and a sombrero to go watch Blue Beetle because it's the first Latino superhero in the DC universe.
That's right. That's why it means so much. He's the first one. Hey, we can't forget about Venom. He was darker toned.
Not the Venom they chose though.
Did you guys see that Venom movie? That was a while ago.
The first one I did. I watched both actually. For the second one wasn't bad, but it was forgettable.
Oh, was it not a lot happened? Let There Be Carnage. They could have done that so fucking cool, man.
So it could have been so much better. I think they fucked up by putting Woody Harrelson. I don't think he was a good Cletus or Carnage. And then they could have put someone else.
I just think they could have done more with Carnage and Venom interaction than they did.
Yeah,
there's not a lot of it.
They just kind of meet toward the end. Yeah, no, it's not that great. You're not really missing anything.
And we can't forget about that new Spider-Man movie, bro. That shit.
Spider-Verse, yeah.
I'm trying to watch that. Yeah,
that shit's dope. Bro, the first one was really good. The second one had a banging soundtrack, but they're trying to set up a lot of plots at one time. So it was really all over the place. And I don't know if y'all ever seen it, so I'm not going to spoil it, but it ends on a big cliffhanger. And
yeah.
So there's going to be a third one. And do you ever just think that they're just milking it? You know what I mean? Fuck it. Let's make them bandages.
That's all they ever do with Hollywood, though. Let's milk it until it dries up. Pretty much. But I remember the first time Dean had interviewed me it was the Diving Deep episode that got trashed at some point, but we were on the episode and Dean was like, "Oh no, I don't really watch movies." And then all of a sudden flip switches and we're talking about movies for the next 30 minutes.
When I said that, I meant I guess I fucking lied, didn't I? Because obviously I'm very I haven't been lately. You know what I mean? True either.
Coming from the guy that just didn't see the new Spider-Verse movie.
It was a good movie. I had to watch it. I went by myself, bro.
Are you going to go see the Flash movie that comes out this weekend?
Yeah, right after I cut my fucking feet off. No, I'm not gonna go watch that dumb ass.
Hey Dan, let's go see that together.
No, it might be good.
I'm going to see it Friday.
Fuck you, Dan.
Dude, at some point.
Wait, I thought we were hanging out Friday.
Yeah, I'm seeing it before we're supposed to hang out.
I could see it with
in
you.
Jersey.
Watch it.
Aren't you going to go see Spider-Verse Friday?
Christian, my brother fucking doesn't want to go anymore.
Tough.
Damn.
I'll go with you to watch Spider-Man. I mean, Flash.
Okay.
Oh, we'll talk about it later. Sorry, Dean.
Well,
but no, apparently it's supposed to be really good, Dean.
The Flash?
I don't know. There's Superman in it. There's Batman in it. I've seen the Injustice movie. It wasn't good.
Justice League.
Justice League. Yeah, right. And I don't know. You know, they're good. The superhero movies are good, but at some point, it's like, man, they're kind of all the same.
He's right. It has been like that. They kind of just like, especially with Marvel, they just kind of figured out a formula that kind of works, and they're like, "Ooh, people like this. Let's just do it." Like, you know, and trying to, like Dan said, run it to the ground. So they ran it to the ground.
Well, especially now, I mean, when you take all the superheroes and put them all like in the same movie, that's dope. It's like a crossover episode. Everybody loves a crossover episode, bro. You know, Batman and Scooby-Doo. I still remember that fucking episode, bro. It was a good episode. Yeah. Kiss and Scooby-Doo, also a good episode.
Scooby-Doo had a bunch of crossovers.
Harlem Globetrotters and Scooby-Doo. That's the GOAT Scooby-Doo episode crossover. Actually, you know what's on top? You guys ever watch Supernatural? I don't know. I think Dan, you never watched it.
I've seen a couple episodes. I haven't watched it straight through.
So I stopped watching it like during like season 8 or 9, but apparently in like the later season, like season 12 or something, like around that time, they made a Scooby-Doo Supernatural crossover, which was dope. I saw like some bits of it.
Does Supernatural, those are the two guys, right?
Yes. Yeah, the two guys, the brothers. Ironically, one of them is named Dean Winchester. The other Sam Winchester. Yep.
Wow. Is he a badass?
Yeah, Dean is dope. Yeah, both of them are really, really cool. Dean is the guy. I don't know if you guys watched The Boys.
Yes.
No, I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's such a good on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Oh, it's a show. No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, he plays Soldier Boy.
The Soldier Boy.
Soldier
Not
Boy, like
Soulja
crank
Boy.
that. Yeah.
Crank that Soldier Boy. Oh, crank that Soldier. What?
Weren't you like 2 when that came out?
Literally, I remember listening to that song on my brother's iPod Shuffle, and
Sheesh.
it had this one game on it where you could flick a ball. It was the first iPod. It was pretty dope at the time, though. It had like 35 fucking songs on it. We were blessed.
It was that ping pong game, wasn't it? Where you had to rotate.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yes, and that was cool. That was probably the first electronic that any of us had. I have 2 brothers, a younger brother and an older brother. So older brother got the iPod Shuffle, had that for fucking, when did that come out? 2003 or 4?
2001 maybe?
2001. Like I was born in 01. So, and then I had a DSi, and I was like, this DS has a camera on it, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't know we had racks like that, Dad. I'm sorry. I didn't know. And pretty much that was the highlight, playing Mario on a DSi. Yeah, for me. That's the most I've ever gotten to gaming.
Damn. Yeah, no.
Playing Super Mario 64.
I had a CD player. That was my first electronic device. The CD player with batteries. Had to put the batteries in. That was my first.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of CDs? What kind of CDs did you have?
My first CD was actually Usher 8701.
No shit.
Yeah.
Can you give us some sauce off that album real quick, DMG? What songs on that album is your favorite?
My go-to karaoke song is from that album. It's called "You Got It Bad." That's my go-to karaoke song.
Can you give us a little bit of that?
You want me to sing a little bit of "You Got It Bad"?
Yeah.
All right.
And if I know it, I'll start singing along with you.
You got it bad. When you're on the phone, hang up and you call right back. You got it bad. If you miss a day without your friend, your whole life's off track. No, you got it bad. You don't know it, do you?
Nah, nope, never heard that one, bro. Son of a bitch. I thought I was gonna know that. I'm not gonna lie. Why wouldn't I know that Usher song, bro? God.
Let's see. What else is on that? You Remind Me was on that one.
Never made it as a wise man. Never made it as a poor man stealing. Oh wait, that's Nickelback. And this is how you remind me. Donna.
Yeah, that's a different You Remind Me.
Damn it, that's good. Dude, everybody shits on Nickelback. I don't think that's real. Nickelback's good, bro.
I like Nickelback.
Nickelback is good.
Dude.
Yo, wait. Quick fact. Let me lay. You know why people hate on Nickelback? You know the story behind that? Because I was always so interested. Because I was the same way. I was like, yo, why do people hate on Nickelback? So I like did some digging, and I was like, it was because like, so originally it just became like a trend to hate on Nickelback because if I remember correctly, right? Nickelback, right, when they were first like getting signed and shit, they were on this metal label, right? Clearly they're not a metal band, right? And so they had all these metal like other bands, and then they had Nickelback on this label. So I
will say this.
Yeah.
Hold on, really quick. Their earlier stuff, it was pretty dark.
Actually, maybe that's why. But they're still not metal though.
No, like, it wasn't metal.
Maybe they transitioned to like maybe they wanted them to go in a certain route, and then when that didn't pop off, they were like, yeah, let's try something else.
But they switched up.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess they switched up a little bit to more poppy sound, And so what ended up happening is that people just hated on them on like forums and stuff, because back then they did have the internet, but it was just like forums and all of that. And so like they were like just hating on Nickelback. So at like big festivals where it was like multiple bands and stuff, they would just yell like "fuck you" to Nickelback and shit. And it
fuck you, Nickelback. Fuck you, Nickelback.
It just became a thing, and that's what ended up happening. And then it just became a thing where it was like, you know, you were a loser if you liked Nickelback.
I never made it as a wise man. Okay, I'm getting a shot of Fireball after that one.
All right, I'll take a shot with you, Dean.
Oh wait, I have Fireball too. Let me go get some. Where are you, my Fireball?
Yeah, there's a lot of them bands like that, man. I mean, like, do you listen to Green Day?
I did listen to Green Day, yeah.
Green Day is considered classical rock and roll.
American Idiot. I love Basket Case.
They made a whole fucking Broadway musical out of that shit.
Oh, did they? I didn't even know that.
Out of what? Green Day?
Green Day, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
I remember when we were
American Idiot. It was called American Idiot. It was a rock musical.
Did you take the shot yet, Dean?
Right here. Oh, same.
Oh shit! Twins.
You guys just love drinking that car fluid, don't you?
Car fluid. Shut up. You like Hennessy.
I'm drinking Hennessy.
Tap
of course.
Tap it. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You know, I remember when my we were like little, right? My younger brother is your age, Dean. And so when the Green Day Boulevard of Broken Dreams came out, the video, because we would watch like MTV music videos all the time when we were younger. When it came out, right? We would see like Green Day, right? Like Billy Joe Armstrong and the other two. They were walking, right? In the video, they're walking together. It's all three of them. So my little brother, he's a baby at that time. And he was like, because the song goes like, what does it go like? It was like, I walk a lonely road. The only road that I have ever known. And it's like, I yeah, and he goes says so like I walk alone, right? I walk alone, right?
Yeah.
And so my brother's like, why is he saying I walk alone? They're like other people beside him, like I was like, Andrew, like you gotta understand, like it's a metaphor. A what? A what?
He's not by himself. He's not by himself. Obvious.
Yeah. Right.
It's like I don't understand. Like you say I walk alone, but clearly there's two people beside him. I don't know what's going on. What is this mental gymnastics? I had to go. No,
how in the hell can a road be lonely? I don't even know, man.
I'm talking about baby boys, not a Mexican voice, Dean.
Oh, fuck.
No. That was a Mexican baby voice you did, bro.
That was a baby voice. Dean, I am offended. Cancel this one. No,
I didn't even do that. I didn't even put on my sombrero. How are you going to be mad? No, but that was them MTV music videos. I watched that, but for some reason, on fucking Tuesday mornings, my dad always had on the CMT channel, and they always had music videos on there. So I would see like Toby Keith music videos, whatever that song was called, na 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 na, whatever it was.
I can't tell you that.
But I would watch a lot of country music videos. So now I'm just fucking inspired by that.
I like country. I don't mind country. I like more like pop country. So like Sam Hunt, Morgan Wallen. Well, sorry, I don't know. Am I allowed to like Morgan Wallen, Dan? I don't know.
I mean, you could like whoever you want. I personally don't, but you feel free to like whoever you want to like.
So I could like Donald Trump? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I don't like Donald. Just for anyone watching,
it's okay. I'm gonna clip it anyway.
You're gonna clip that I said I like Donald Trump.
I was gonna say
you're done.
I like Donald Trump, and that's gonna be a clip right
Yeah,
there.
a clip. Nelson announces 2024 pick.
Or
You got somebody
Zenodra
needs
has
to run
placed his vote.
DMG. Would you ever run for president? Would you ever want that job?
No.
Be a tough gig, right?
Definitely. I wouldn't want that job.
Sinojo, do you think you could turn us around?
No, absolutely not.
No president can turn us around.
A
president can't stay in office long enough to turn us around. It'll have to be like a consecutive type of system where like the Democrat Party or Republican Party is in power for a decent amount of time. Because anytime it switches over, policy is going to change.
I wonder how much stuff the president's actually told about cool shit. You know what I mean?
About 10%.
Right?
That little?
Like that little.
You think so? Like, I think, like, yeah, there's definitely things that he's not told. You know what I mean?
Especially because right now, like, our president's probably not all there, so he probably doesn't fucking know anything, right? Like, inside shit, right?
We haven't had a president that's there. That's all the way there in some time. So yeah,
we need Barack Obama back. Hear me out.
I'll take Barack back.
Okay, sure. I was young. I don't really know. I wasn't really following politics back then, but I think he did all right. Yeah.
Listen, that was a great time period.
Actually, my parents got divorced in that time period, Dan. So that's not.
Cool.
I don't know why you.
Wow, Dan. Wow,
Dan.
Wow, Dan.
We did have the crash in 08
too. Wow, Dan.
Dean still turned out to be a great guy. So
why will you say that? Why?
I don't know why. I don't know. I on behalf of the Reviews and Brews podcast, I would like to apologize for Dan's etiquette.
No,
it is not.
I want him to say it. Oh man, yep. Basically, how cool would it be though to be in like? Do you think to get in the Secret Service you need to go to the military first, always, or no?
No.
How do you sign up for that gig? You know what I mean?
I feel like you got to get yourself in there first, like become a CIA type of situation.
Okay,
or FBI.
Or FBI, yeah.
You start out at the very bottom. So the very lowest would be like a fucking traffic cop, a street cop. You're on the streets doing it, and then you make your way to a detective, and then from there maybe you'll go to like something else, and then maybe a Secret Service person, right?
The requirements are crazy though.
Right? You probably got to have 20/20 vision and shit.
You have to have like not done drugs in like 20 years, shit like that. It's crazy.
Can't you lie about that though?
like
no, but
and then they pull up that recording of you in the room smoking, and they're like, "Sir, wait, hold on, what's this?"
Yeah, but but there's not gonna always be one. There's not gonna always be recordings, and then two, like you could be in the room and like I'm
hitting the dab pen in the waiting room.
Yeah, like date it, like.
They probably have some type of test that determines like anything that has been introduced into your system at all at any point.
I don't know about that.
Okay, hear me out.
That extensive test only go as far as like a few months because it doesn't stay in your bloodstream for that long.
It stays in your hair longer though.
Yeah, but like not for like years.
What's good?
Do you think that it's harder to become a Secret Service agent or a Navy SEAL?
Navy SEAL.
Yeah, I would say Navy SEAL.
Yeah, I think so, bro. They gotta sit in cold water.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta simulate fucking drowning, bro. That would suck.
They gotta go through torture, all of that stuff. They gotta be the best of the best. So like they gotta know all of that. It's very grueling training that they have to go through, from what I've heard.
Yeah, extensive, grueling, fucking.
Unless that Secret Service training is anything like that Kingsman training, then it might be a toss.
That was a great movie.
That was a great movie.
I like that movie. What was that, Zinodro?
I was gonna ask which one. The first one, the original.
The first
Oh
one.
yeah, that's amazing.
I've only
I
seen
love that movie.
I've only seen the first one yet. The actor that plays in the Kingsman, that movie, he
Also played Elton John.
Yeah. Did you see that movie, that Elton John documentary?
No, I didn't see that one.
That shit was gay in the best way, bro.
He also played.
I mean?
He also played the gorilla in Sing.
Who? Elton John?
Did he? That's right.
Yeah, the guy that played Kingsman and Elton John.
Elton John? No.
Elton John was in Kingsman, though, wasn't he?
He was.
He was. For like a couple seconds. I'm pretty sure he died.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
It wasn't that I don't remember the scene, but he was definitely in that movie.
Dude, I know I said that I don't game. I was at Walmart yesterday and I was like, dude, I seen a PS5 there and I was like, bro, I could fucking buy this PS5 right now.
PS5
and I could have a lot of fun. Yeah.
I don't know. I still not I'm probably gonna get it soon just because Spider-Man 2 is gonna be PS5 exclusive.
Yes.
Right? So
yes,
I'm definitely gonna get it
for that Miles Morales Spider-Man.
It was good, Dean. It was good.
I was waiting for that. Like I was waiting for the game that would be like that. I was like, oh, I gotta get it because of this game. And Spider-Man 2 is the game that I was waiting for. And then I'll get, you know what I mean? Because there hasn't been any games that I've like that were exclusive that were like, oh, I gotta get the PS5. Like Gotham Knights,
right?
Absolutely not.
I don't think that was a PS5 exclusive though.
It was.
It was on PS4 too. I thought.
No, it was not on PS4. That one wasn't. God of War 2 was, or God of War Ragnarok was on PS5 and PS4, but not Gotham Knights.
Yeah, there's an Avengers game that I really want to play. There's that Spider-Man Miles Morales that I fucking want to play so bad. And I want to play through the first Spider-Man again because it's been so long. Dude, the swinging in that game's so nice. I love that game.
It is. It's really dope.
Oh my God, dude. They got that shit down so fucking nice.
Insomniac, the people that created the Spider-Man game, are actually making a Wolverine game, actually.
They are.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
That's going to be dope.
I hope so.
If you could have one game remade on a newer console, what game would it be?
With what type of graphics? Like alter
like it makes it nice as fuck, like Skyrim. Those graphics were nice to start with, but it would like clean the whole thing right up. Like on a PS5.
Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. What would you do, Dan?
I might have to go with Donkey Kong 64.
Jeez, that's a hard game.
That's such a good answer.
I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna have to.
That's such a good answer. I'm mad I didn't come up with that one. No, because it's so right. Because like Legend of Zelda, like although you could like up the graphics up a bit, right, and it would make it really look nice. I feel like Donkey Kong with like those type of graphics would make it such a better game. I don't know. I do not understand why they have not made another platformer like Donkey Kong 64. After Donkey Kong 64, they just went back to the fucking Donkey Kong Country style. It's 2 dimensions.
Yeah,
where it's like you're just walking straight in
Donkey
a line.
Kong Country is the hardest game I've ever fucking played.
You know,
I hate it.
Donkey Kong 64 is definitely I don't know. Me and Dan did a top 10 ones of like video games with our ex co-host. And
shout out Steve.
Shout out Steve. And so that's definitely another but anyway.
The hardest game that I've ever fucking played was probably there's this game where they're teacups and their hands the gun. What's that game called? They're teacups.
I know what you're talking about. Fuck, what is it called? Fuck.
There's a battle boss. There's bosses at the end of the level.
I know what you're talking about. It's like based on like 1930s cartoons, right?
Yes.
Let me look it up. I think I know what you're talking about.
They just put something out in regards to that, like maybe last year.
Oh my lord.
They made it into a Netflix series, right?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Cuphead.
Cuphead.
Yeah, Cuphead. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard it was really, really hard.
It's so fucking difficult, bro. It's insane.
They just remastered that or some shit, didn't they? Not too long ago.
I think so. Yeah. It's out on like newer platforms now.
Mm-hmm.
New PlayStation and whatnot.
So is that the game you would have done over?
Fuck no. I'd probably do. I'd probably do Sly Cooper.
Okay, I can see that.
I never played that, but I heard of it. I heard it was good.
Oh my god, Sly Cooper and the Mischievous Raccoonist, that on PS2. Oh, I love that game, man. Dude, I wish I could play that game and just live back. I remember where I was the first time I played that game. I was at my babysitter's. She had a PS2. I was like, no way, bro. She's like, you ever play this game? I was like, let me run it up. Fell in love with it. Couldn't get me off of it.
We're all ready to go babysitters.
What'd you say, DMG?
I said, and after that point, you were always ready to go over to the babysitter spot.
Oh, yeah, I was ready to go over there before because she had them tatas, you know what I mean? But after that, I was really in. Did y'all ever have hot babysitters or no?
I never had babysitters.
What?
Nope. Never had babysitters.
You were just 4 years old at your crib?
It was like, see, what happened is all my mom's siblings, whenever, like, they all had kids around the same age at some point. So they would throw us all in the house with our grandma, and that would be the situation. That's just what it was.
Gotcha. Yep.
Well, then your grandma was the babysitter then, in a way.
But not really a babysitter. She was a grandma.
Yeah, but she is babysitting. Yeah, because the same thing happened with me for most time. I think I had a babysitter. She was but she was like a Latina old woman babysitter, so definitely not like one of those, you know.
Damn.
Yeah.
So she was just 60 years younger, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But it was. I just remember when I had her as a babysitter, what she would make us do, right? She'd make us like soup, with the chicken, and the chicken would have the skin on it, right?
Oh yeah, chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, but like she would ask us to be like, she would be like, we were like, oh, we don't want to eat the skin on the chicken because it doesn't look. And then she would like, eat the skin, it's good for you. We're like, okay, and we'd eat it. And then I think we told my mom, and then my mom screamed at her.
That's so funny.
As we like, don't tell, because we did not want to eat the skin on the chicken. She would make us eat all like our food. We're like, we're not hungry anymore, and then she would be like, no, you got to eat everything.
You gotta,
man. That's Latina babysitters for you, or Latinas in general.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I can't eat squash anymore because for dinner one night we had squash, and I was like, dude, I had a little bit and I fucking gagged. I was like, Dad, I can't eat this. And he's like, you're gonna sit down and you're gonna eat that fucking squash. I was like, bro, please don't do this to me right now. He was like,
you gotta eat your vegetables.
I was literally like 6 or 7 years old. I was like, Dad, please just send me to my room or something. And he was like, do you want me to fucking feed it to you? And I was like, oh my God. So now I can't eat squash or even look at it because there's trauma there. Thanks, Dad.
I can't eat spaghetti because we ate it so much. I'm so sick of it. I'm so like, don't give me any spaghetti at all.
Ooh, actually, speaking of spaghetti, what do you guys think of? Okay, there's a Latina.
What is it?
Spaghetti with ketchup.
Don't give me spaghetti at all. I don't.
I know, not you. Okay, yeah. How about Dean?
Let's break it down and think about it. Ketchup tomatoes, sauce, spaghetti, tomatoes. So I mean, ketchup's probably just sweeter, right, than regular tomato sauce. So I guess
You never had it?
maybe.
Listen, throw the whole
Fuck
plate away.
no. Seriously,
Well, you
probably.
don't like spaghetti in general, so like
I know. I feel like putting ketchup, like my brother puts ketchup on pizza, and I want to just fucking lynch him. You know what I mean? There's no reason to do any of that shit. But it's that same scenario because it has that tomato sauce on it. So it's like,
Right.
what can I say? No. Would I do it? No. Should people that do it be condemned to hell and die slowly? No.
What about
But
people that
maybe.
put pineapple on pizza?
No, I don't know. It's good.
No, pineapple
Ham
on pizza is
and
not that bad.
pineapple
No, I don't want a pineapple
is
on
a good
pizza.
mixture.
It goes because of the saltiness and the sweetness. That's why it goes. When I was younger, I would
don't give me
have
pineapple.
I would have agreed with you, Dan. But like now, it's okay. It's
You can
not
throw
that bad.
you can throw some sweet peppers on there, but pineapple, no. I'm
Sweet
good.
peppers, yeah. Sweet peppers is just a name. It's not really sweet, but like,
Or,
Listen,
the reason,
I mean,
Dude,
because of the that's why it worked because of the contrasting of flavors. And this is coming from someone who hated pineapple on pizza more than you, Dan. Trust me. But like now it's not, definitely not a thing. Sometimes I actually enjoy it just because it's so different.
right. And I would even say that if I'm going to eat pizza, then no. If I'm ordering a pizza, I'm not going to order a pineapple and ham pizza. But the only time I've ever seen a pineapple and ham pizza was when there were other pizzas around, right? So it wasn't just that one.
okay.
And also, the reason why I say that is because that's not even what I reached for first. If that was the only pizza there and I was dead fucking drunk, I was like, dude, I'm hungry. Damn. I really wish I had some pineapple on some pizza right now. Then I remember Domino's just fucking delivered this 9 hours ago. I'm ready to have another slice. So I sneak back into the kitchen. I wake up Landon. He goes, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I go, dude, I'm ready for another slice of this pie up in here. He's like, all right. All right. So we get it out of the fridge. We put it on a paper plate. I put it in the fucking microwave for 30 seconds. Too fucking long. Burnt the roof of my mouth wide open. I can't brush my teeth because the toothpaste is hurting me. Now we're in too deep. Now we went too far, and
Now you regret eating that pineapple pizza, don't you?
And that's why I fucking hate it.
No, I feel like Lando's more of a chicken bacon ranch kind of guy.
Yeah. Also, aren't we all? That's an amazing combination.
Oh, for sure.
How can you miss? It's chicken, bacon, and ranch.
Yeah,
like
no, that's the only thing coming close to that is a buffalo chicken pizza.
But how is the pizza over there in Michigan?
It's all right. You can find your spots, but New Jersey's not known for pizza, right?
It
It
is. It's New Jersey,
okay.
New Jersey, New York area. Yep.
and Connecticut. Yeah, there's the three.
So is New York pizza, is that because Chicago style is deep dish? Is New York like thin crust?
No, not always, but it could be. It's part of it.
It's just that original triangle slice of pizza that's like super like cheesy.
Like on the corner of the streets, is there like signs that say like $1 slices and stuff like that? Yeah, nice.
There
in New York.
Yeah, in New York they have was it I actually passed it. I was in New York today. I was driving through there in the city. It was like Four Brothers Pizza, and it was like $1.50 now because of inflation. Thank you, Biden. But because it was $1 like 2 years ago. 3 years.
Well, that dude, I'm so jealous of that, bro. I want to go to New York so fucking bad, dude. So bad. We need to plan a trip to New York. You guys can take the fucking train there.
Yeah.
How
no,
far
for
do
sure.
you guys live? Like, do you guys live close to each other or not really?
We're like 30
Yeah.
minutes from each other.
Okay,
30?
that's not
Really?
bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. I live 45, like, well, without traffic, it's like 45 minutes from like the city, from New York, like Manhattan.
Dude, we go there. We can do a comedy set, and then we can go get a slice of some good za. Have you ever been to Cat's Deli?
What do why do I feel like I have been to Cat's Deli?
It's a very famous spot in New York. So
I think
I was just,
maybe.
I haven't been.
Maybe.
they got that Reuben sandwich. Dog. That looks so fucking scrumptious.
There are a lot of spots like that in New York City, though, and they're all spread out.
I want to go to New York maybe for a night and just hit the bar scene, see the people. You know what I mean? See all the homeless, and go, "What's
They're
up?"
definitely out there. You will not miss them.
We can do a little
You could definitely
podcast,
do that.
maybe listen to our music, get some content.
You got to
Yeah,
do it like
know
2
you're on
or
hard
3
times.
days. Yeah, you got to be there for 2 or 3 days. You should do like 2 concerts if you do any. Yeah, be dope. Like a Friday concert and a Saturday concert.
Dude. Dan, hook us up with that fucking venue in New York, bro.
We're figuring it out. Me, Landon, and a friend of mine from Columbia University are getting. We're trying to figure something out. So we'll keep you in tune with that. So
For real, bro. If we could get a show out in the NY.
yeah, I think we could definitely do something. I've been talking to Lando, so but just I don't want to like say too many details. But yeah.
Keep
So,
it on a
like,
DO.
But yeah, no, talk to him. Yeah, it's it'll be. I think if we could do it, we could definitely do a show in there, and then definitely a show in Jersey as well. Right, Dan?
Oh yeah, that's definitely doable.
Yeah. I think the best. Yeah, we'll talk about it. I think I got an idea. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the best way to go about it. I mean, there's hotels and stuff, obviously, in New York. They're just probably about $350 a night.
But you could always stay. See, the thing is that it will tell you like hotels and stuff and whatever for Jersey, and we could always like figure out how to get you from Jersey to New York because it'll be cheaper to stay in New Jersey, right?
I mean, that's not an issue, like at all.
Getting to New York is going to be easy.
Yes, very easy.
Getting to and coming back from New York is easy.
Very easy. Yeah, we know the ins and outs. It's not a problem. I go all the time.
Have you guys ever had a problem? Like, how young were you when you went to New York City, like, alone?
13, 14?
Yeah, I was at like 13, 14, yeah.
God damn. In the city. Get snatched up quick at 13 years old.
We're in the safe parts, or I was, so it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, I just went to Times Square. That's where I was at, yeah.
Times Square around there, Manhattan
Times
is long.
Square.
See, I lived near.
What?
See, when I was living. Yeah, what?
No, I was gonna ask a dumb question. I don't think I should ask it. What were you gonna say?
No, say ask the question.
Well, I heard there's a lot of Asians in New York. Is that true or not?
Oh, it depends on where you go, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of the Asian population increases as you go up north in Jersey as well.
Like towards Chinatown, you mean?
No,
Can you say that? You can't say that. Hey, delete that shit. We can cut all this. Cut all this.
No, there.
I mean, like towards like Jersey City, Hoboken area, like the Asian population increases, and that's like right outside New York City.
Right. We're gonna.
But it also depends on like the type of Asian you're referring to.
How about them Chicago Bears? So, have you guys been to like a Yankees game or a Knicks game?
I've been to a few Yankees games. I've been to a couple Knicks games.
No, I've never actually. I don't like.
Nelson only watches soccer.
Yeah, I don't like baseball.
Is your name
Basketball.
Nelson?
Yeah, my first name's Nelson.
Bruh. No. I wish I would have found that out. I honestly probably could have guessed Nelson for some reason.
That's my government name. Yeah.
Don't even say his last name.
Ordonez.
Oh wow, is that German? Wait,
Dean, your mind's about to be blown. His name's Anodro. Is his last name spelled backwards?
Wow, that is my blowing. Yeah, no, that's definitely
that's where the name comes from. It's from my
I didn't ask you that when I interviewed you.
Maybe I don't remember.
No, I would have remembered that. I would have remembered that for sure. I fucking forgot to ask you that. That's crazy.
Fuck.
Speaking of names, I know where it comes from, but where does YV Dean come from? Tell the people.
Yeah, let's talk about Dean from now. Let's ask Dean some questions about Dean. So where does YV Dean?
YV stands for Young Villain. How I got that moniker was I first started making music, and these dudes that were already kind of known in the city got a hold of me, and they were like, you should just make music with us. I was like, okay. But since then, they've all pretty much done their own thing. I don't know if they make music anymore. So now I'm just kind of carrying the name on. But that's kind of how that happened. And I'll probably I want to change my name to Trevor Dean, but that's so much fucking work. But it needs to be done, bro. Like, just Trevor Dean.
If you're going to do it, it's better to do it sooner rather than later.
Yeah, no joke. I know it. I got to do it like tomorrow. I had to have that done yesterday. I fucked up.
Well, that's what's up,
but
though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Young Villains for
because
getting Dean started.
Dean is my middle name. So that's how that went.
Oh, okay. So what's your full name, Dean?
Trevor Dean Plachta.
Plachta. And you were making fun of me for Nelson?
I just give people shit. No, my name is Polish. I'm a Polak, bro. I'm a Polak. Yup. I think my grandpa and grandma's mom and dad, they're fresh off the fucking ship. Europe. Hard. Came right over. Like half the people on the fucking boat died of salmonella, but they still made it through, baby. Generations
the proof is right here.
Yeah, dude. Who the fuck? Wow. I'm really glad I didn't die of salmonella so I could have my great grandson rat. God. Hey, great grandpa.
Well, at least you're good.
I think he'd like drinking my hand. I'm not gonna lie. My great grandpa, he would fuck with it.
Hey. We now know both of your government names. Shout out to y'all.
What's your government name? What's your middle name, boy?
I'm sure my name has been said conscious on this podcast.
Daniel Fishman Gill.
My middle name starts with an M, so take a guess, Dean. What do you think it is?
Mitchell.
Nah. Do I look like a Mitchell?
No, it's your middle name. It could be really anything.
It's Mark.
Mark.
With the C though.
I have this uncle named Mark. I don't know if I should say his last name. I'll say Blanchard. He got locked up a while ago. He always is getting in some trouble, man. But he's a good dude. He's a good dude. Shout out the Blanchard clan over there, over on 6.
Shout out to the Blanchards. But yeah, no, my name is Mark, spelled with a C though, the French way.
Mark. Oh, the French do it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just like they they call cigarettes something bad. Can I
They do that. They do.
say it, Dan? It's Pride Month. Say it.
It's another word for a bundle of sticks called faggot. That's what they call it.
Oh, damn. You went with the hard F.
Yo.
What other F is there?
Well, they don't
just
call
it would be
it.
four. Yeah.
Technically, you fucked up because they're not called a faggot. They're just called a fag. FAG. So you are homophobic. You're canceled. You're done for, man. I'm
Damn,
sorry.
just like
You
that.
can't-
No.
unfortunately.
No, we
can't
can
be
say
canceled.
whatever. No, we can say whatever we want, bro. We don't live in a world where we can't say stuff. Oh, we can't say retard. You know why? Why? I don't know, but it's really offensive to some people. Well, I'm sure that whoever it offends is out there right now shaking their head. Well, I know one thing. I'm not going to listen to his music. Yeah, it'll be all right. I'll live to see another day.
So, Dean, tell
Dean-
us. Oh,
Yeah,
are you going
no,
to
go
say
ahead.
something?
Are you good?
What have you been working on recently?
Been working on these guitar melodies, man. I've been writing choruses before verses. I've been trying to get the most catchy sound that I can find. I don't know. I've been trying to make pop hits, I think.
Is that what you want to do? Like,
I don't
if
know.
you want to do pop-
I
No, because
don't know.
I've heard your stuff. Like your new single is really good. We put it on the playlist. We don't just do the playlist. I'll be honest. Like there have been times where I put the playlist just because I know the person and I feel
Right.
bad. I'm doing that less and less. But with your track, it actually is really good. So I want you to know that we did that based on merit and not because we like you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
I
so
I
appreciate
mean,
that.
we did
Yeah.
it based off merit and because we like you.
yeah.
Right. And I
Well, that's why
I
why we
honestly-
listen to the
I'm-
track in the first place because people will DM
Yeah,
us
like-
and we'll be like, "Can you add our track?" And we'll be like, "We just won't even listen to the track because we don't want to be bothered."
right. Yeah. And I mean, I really like that too. I'm gotten to the point when I first started making music, I was really influenced by like what other people thought about it and the direction that they think I should go. But now that I'm just alone sitting in this basement and there's no one to really talk to, then I have nobody to show my music to really, except for Landon. And so if I like it, then it's going to get released. It doesn't really matter. I send it to my brothers and stuff. They tell me what they think about it, but really other than that, and Dan, I mean, I just release shit that I like anymore and not let people like try to persuade me of doing different shit. You should do a different flow here, do it like this, bro. I obviously wrote it that way for a reason. I don't know what the reason was, but it came out of my head like that, and in the moment I love that shit. So it's kind of got to stay, bro.
How have you been working on your idea of perfection? I know you said that halts you at times putting shit out. So how have
Right.
you been?
Yeah. I've honestly just been getting the mix down. I just like the shit that I'm actually recording now. And I'm
Yeah.
like, because I don't want to say before the mix was bad, but I mean, if you see the progression from like TV Static, some of those songs on my project called TV Statics are fucking garbage, bro. And the progression from that to where No Problems is at is like night and day. It actually, and the perfecting part I'm still trying to work on, bro, because
A thing about No Problems.
I'm always saying that I
so
can make shit better. But
for No Problems, you had to send me an alternative cover to that at one point. So why did you switch it up?
so that's interesting because that cover that I sent you was recorded in a recording studio where like Jane Smith records and Lil Yachty records, and I was with the same engineer. But for some reason it just didn't sound right. And I have a song engineered by him, shout out Big Chris, that is perfect, bro, and I like it. And that's gonna come out sometime this year. It needs to drop. But for them ones, when I'm in the studio, I just maybe feel rushed. And I feel like I can't get the full idea out, even though I already have the song wrote. I don't want to waste a bunch of my time because I only have 2 hours. So if I keep redoing this one line and I keep fucking up, then shit's fucked.
Sorry.
What's that?
Yeah,
you went on your fucking DraftKings?
What? No, I'm like, so I totally agree with
you. He's agreeing.
I'm like so like in sync right now with what you're saying, because you're like, because I do the same thing. It's 2 hours and you keep fucking up the same fucking line, right? Because it's not coming out like you had it some way, right? You knew that it sounded good the first time, right? When you like were actually writing it, then you're in the recording studio and then maybe you fuck it up, or now it's not sounding as good to you now, maybe because time passed. And so like you keep either recording it, but you can't like really put all, like you can't put like, you know, like let's say mindfulness, you know, put all your attention on that line in the time that you're, because in the back of your mind, you're like, oh my God, this is wasting so much time right now. I got to move on. I got to do something else. And this is wasting into the hours that I want. I could be doing so much. Like all of these thoughts are like racing in, and you're trying to like block those thoughts out, but it's all really, really hard. So then that's messing up with even more with how you're like delivering the line, and it makes it even worse. So I totally get what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh, definitely, bro. And there's also times where it sounds good. Like that shit's banged in the studio, bro. I literally fucked with that so hard. And I was like, dude, this shit's going to be like, this is it. Like this song is dope as hell. And then I went out to my car and listened to it. And the vocals, they just sounded really compact, really dry. I was like, damn, this did not sound like it did in the studio, which of course it didn't, because they're different speakers, totally different fucking stereo setup. And then, so, yo, what's up, homie? Yeah, come down here. Here he comes.
Is that Lando?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were both watching videos in the feed, bro, so I just figured they were done.
Yo, what's up?
What's good?
Y'all ignoring Dean, bro? You watching my videos in the group chat and ignoring Dean? What's going on?
What?
They haven't said a word.
I saw that Mr. Dan watched some shit.
I didn't watch shit. What are you talking about?
We haven't watched anything.
Tell me, are you ignoring Dean or are you ignoring me? Which one is it? Who got the blunt end of the stick?
You probably, I know that. Listen, we probably watched it while we were waiting for Zinodro to get online. He hopped in a little late.
I've sent like 5 videos in the past 2 hours, buddy. Okay.
That is a lie.
And you will be punished for this.
Actually, I got a notification right here from Lando sent video 3 minutes ago.
What are the timestamps on that?
You're lucky I don't have my phone on me.
That's funny.
Listen, I haven't watched the latest video, so there you go.
Hey, y'all. Much love. What are we doing?
Dean, let the people know what you got cooking. You got No Problems out right now. You got Peace out.
No
right
Problems.
Yo, you got a music video for that.
The Light, No Problems, is gonna have some visuals to it.
Dope.
The Light drops June 27th, so that's coming up. Yeah, just get your merch.
YV features going for the low of $10. Go get those.
$10 for a YV feature. Don't fucking sleep like Bill Cosby, and you'll be all right on that one. I mean, we'll get
and get that YV and Studio 814 merch.
814studio.net YV merch.
Studio 814.
Studio
814studio.net.
Studio814.net.
Studio 814.
Jesus.
Hey, come on.
What did he say?
So,
We were doing shots
yeah.
of fireballs, and Ojo made me do it online.
You were the one that said you were like, let's do shots, and I was like, let's go.
But shout out to YV Dean and Studio 814. Thanks for joining us on the Reviews and Brews podcast.
Bless.
Catch us next time. Peace out.
Bless.
See you later.
Oh, and catch Dean at the Diving Deep podcast on Studio 814.
diving deep.
Diving Deep. Yeah, I was on an episode of that. It's a dope podcast. Definitely check it out.
Diving deep. We get into everything: music, movies, big titty Latinas. Whatever you enjoy. We're on it. So thank you for tuning in. Shout out.
Yes, sir. All right, later.
Peace.